Hello everybody, I'm Taikosachu and today we're going to learn about Gimbal. Gimbal is pretty sweet. It's a multiplayer space combat game. Maybe it's not technically space, we may be in the upper atmosphere or something, but it's a combat game. You fly around in your spaceship and along with all your teammates. This is our carrier and this is the opponent's carrier, and the goal is to take out the carriers or get the most kills when the game ends. And I just killed somebody. Hooray for me! I'm amazing.
Objective
Although
failed.
I'm new at the game, so I'm not really a new
Brutality
amazing.
wins.
And also, we just lost somehow. I don't know what's going on. But we are here to learn about the game, not to play the game. If we were playing the game, you would not be watching this video, so let's learn about Gimbal. Gimbal is sweet. There's two important things you have to know. One is that half of the game is all about flying around in space or the atmosphere and shooting people and trying to take out the enemy carrier, and the other half of the game is in designing your ships, because this game has a fantastic ship designer built in, and it's all about choosing your ships, placing the engines and the armor and the guns and the missiles, and deciding what you want to get. So half of the strategy is in what your loadout's going to be, and the other half is in fighting. So you respawn by flying in these little shuttle thingamadoogers, and then you show up and it's like, hooray, it's time to fight. I am flying around in a slightly custom ship, controls with WASD, no big deal. I've got two guns you see on the bottom right. I have a burst cannon and a 38mm cannon. Oh no, enemies! And I have some missiles, and I just launched a missile down at that guy. How's it going? I don't know. He appears to be escaping. I have put a kind of crappy engine on my ship, so I'm having trouble catching, but it looks like Emo Gibbon finished off that guy. So, this is a lot of fun flying around and shooting people. I'm in a noob server right now, mostly because I'm a noob, but the combat can get pretty heated. There's all sorts of different weapons and stuff, lasers and different types of guns and missiles and countermeasures and bombs, and so things can get pretty nuts. The combat is, or the flying is all sort of physics-based, so if we look real close at my ship, you see right now I'm thrusting forward. You can see my acceleration is 0.4 Gs. Right now my speed is 1 whatever, and if I want to turn, I have to fire my maneuvering thrusters. I've mounted 4 of them, 2 on each side of the ship, and so it's not just sort of point and go where you want. If you've ever played Star Control or Space Pirates and Zombies or Weird World, Infinite Space, or games like this, Starfarer, it controls a lot like that. Of course, one big difference is that you're doing a huge amount of ship design, and then it looks like I've just got most of my weapons knocked out, and also I'm almost out of ammo, so now I have to get back to my carrier to heal up, but I put a shitty engine on my ship, and so I'm just going to crash into this thing and get blown up. Suicide time. Kaboom. Sometimes it's better to go out in a big bang. So, I'm not sure how exciting this looks, flying around and shooting people, but trust me, it's pretty great. The dogfighting gets quite detailed when you decide, you know, do I want to be slow and strong? Do I want to be fast and nimble? You have to get good at the actual fighting, and I just got to kill. Hooray! Missiles are easy mode, because nobody has countermeasures, really. But if you want, you can put countermeasures on your ship, and then missiles aren't easy mode. You just gotta nail these two people off in the distance. You know I'm zoomed out. You notice I'm zoomed out pretty far. That's one thing I haven't quite figured out, whether you should pretty much spend all your time zoomed out, or whether there's any point to zooming in at all. I seem to do pretty well when I can get a better overview of the battlefield. But since all the flying and stuff is physicsy, if you work really hard to make your ship maneuverable, then you can pull off some pretty sweet maneuvers. I have worked pretty hard to make my ship maneuver like a fat hippo, and I'm having trouble even docking with the carrier to reload my ammo. So if you want to be a sort of dogfighter, make a fast, nimble ship, dart in and out, maybe shoot people with your cannon or something, that's fine. If you want to be a big, slow, sort of strafing run kind of person, that's fine. If you want to be a missile boat or a bomber, that's fine. If you want to be a suicide bomber with explosives, that's fine. You can put a lot of armor on your thing if you're planning on taking some hits. You can just try and be maneuverable if you want to be maneuverable. It's all good. And so that's exciting. And there's lasers and turrets, so you can aim independently of where your ship is flying, and it's just a lot of fun. And you see I'm earning money as I kill people. That determines your budget, and your budget determines what kind of ships you can fly around in. I can fly around in many of these ships, but some of them have star rankings. Let's switch to something else. The air tank Mark 1, whatever. And so next time I spawn, I should hopefully be in that thing. Somehow I'm not dead. I am, like I said, playing on a noob server, so people aren't very good at killing me. But I'm not very good at killing them either, so it's all good. Let's show you the new ship once I respawn, once I die first, and then respawn. Yep, now I'm dead. And I think... here we go. So this has a 50mm HE cannon and a 38mm cannon, and it's also got these guns mounted on turrets. So I can move these two guns on turrets, and then I also have two forward-facing guns, it looks like. And I'm not very maneuverable, and looks like, is the server bugging out or something? Because... yeah, it's glitching the heck out. Okay, well, that's a sign that it should be time to show you the ship design, because the server's bugging out. Goodbye, server. So, ship design. This is the other half of the game. Let's edit a design I've already made. This is a very detailed ship builder. So you have your airframes, your structures, which are basically just little doodads you add onto your ship, and then these just give you more places to mount things, so I don't need any of them right now. But you see there are tons of different structures and different propulsion, different weapons, different sensors, different software, different turrets, different thingies, different thingies, different thingies, blah 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 blah. So it's pretty fantastic because all of the changes you make are reflected like very, very, very deliberately. I don't know. It's pretty obvious when you change something on your ship what sort of difference it's gonna make. So let's rotate my rudder 50 degrees or 90 degrees. I don't quite know how any of this stuff works yet because fuck. Wrong buttons. Talking and editing is very difficult. I just sort of got into the game, but let's see what happens when we rotate our rudder 90 degrees. Maybe nothing happens. I don't know. Rudders are very confusing. Maybe that's... my acceleration seems to be about the same, maybe slower, whatever. But as you can tell, given that I have no idea what sort of any of these things do, there's quite a bit of detail in there. And you see these parts are restricted. That is maybe not the greatest part of the game. You have to level up to unlock these higher things. It doesn't take too long to level up. I've been playing for like less than an hour and I'm already level 2 or level 1. Let's find out. I'm a righteous commander. And can we tell what my rank will go up to? Well, there's only 4 ranks, so it shouldn't take you too long to get to rank 4. But once you get to rank 4, you've got all your different parts and stuff. But even before you get there, you see I've already unlocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different platforms and all sorts of things. So let's make a small maneuverable ship new. We'll take a damselfly. It exhibits large mounting surfaces and low maneuverability, or low mass for maneuverability, nice and light. So we just start with our base platform, and we can add these structures onto it if we just want to, you know, change how it looks. You know, you're not restricted to whatever platform they give you. You can make whatever you want, but we don't need that. We give it propulsion. We want a medium thruster for some speed, and let's put a bunch of maneuvering thrusters on this for maneuverability. And see, these maneuvering thrusters are right now facing up and down, so these will help me with boosting forward or back. Certainly if I want to reverse, it's good to have those. But I want to be able to maneuver left and right, so I can do this. And in fact, if I want, I can just turn on mirror placement, and I don't know what that does. But maybe if I drag a new thing in. Yep, if I drag a new thing in, it'll be good. So let's rotate these maneuvering thrusters over there, and just to see how it works. Here's our ship. Nice acceleration. Oh, whoops! But look, I can't turn. Oh no, I'm hitting my buttons to turn, but my ship is just going in a lazy circle. Look what we have to do. We have to go to the software, add a stabilizer, and then we have to tell the stabilizer that it should control these different steering thrusters. And now if we try it, we can thrust forward and also left and right. Look, this is much more helpful. Suddenly our spaceship is beginning to be useful. But it doesn't have any guns, so we're going to have to fix that pretty soon. First we have to ramming speed. Into the crate, into the crate! Good night. Well, that was not very impressive. Okay, one more time. Okay, just keep nudging that thing. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, that's the end of us. Excellent. So, now let's add some guns. Since this is a maneuverable thing, we'll hopefully be able to line up on somebody's tail and shoot the shit out of them. So, we don't need a laser really. We want something that'll be good for dogfighting. 50mm cannon, shredder, twin gun. Let's go with a bunch of shredders. How many of these can we put? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I don't know. Was that one more? One more? Two more?
Budget exceeded.
Budget exceeded. Too much money. Let's take the middle one out. Okay, let's try this one. Test flight. Yeah, that's a lot of guns. Pew 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 pew. How fast can we take out a crate? This game's time to crate is very bad, if you've ever read the Old Man Murray article. And if you haven't Googled time to crate or something, those people are funny, and eventually they ended up getting hired to write for Portal. They work at Valve now. Eric Wopa from Old Man Murray. So I have just damaged myself by being an idiot, but that's exciting. So now we have our fast little dogfighter. What else can we add to this thing? Sensors? I don't know. Let's put some sensors on. I don't know what those do, but can't hurt. And a mouse targeter. This module aim the turret at the mouse reticle. Well, we don't have a turret, so that doesn't matter. Let's put a rudder fin, arrow fin. Turn stability, add agility, reduce drifting with fins. Rear placement increases stability, forward more responsive or unstable. Let's put it forward, see what happens. Maybe this will make my ship unstable. That'll be exciting. Test flight. Whee! I don't know. Do you notice a difference? It's tough to tell. So, this is Gimbal. It's on sale at the time I say this at the indie game stand, so you can pay whatever you want for it. Otherwise, I believe it's usually about $15. It's multiplayer only as of right now. I don't know if there are any plans to add single player. If you want this sort of thing, single player, you can try Starfarer or Space Pirates and Zombies. Gimbal is more about the multiplayer stuff and coming up with crazy ship designs to get your opponents to go nuts. And look, I'm knocking off my little guns as I crash into the crate. Oh, they're spiraling off into the great unknown, and now I'm unarmed. Oh well. It had to happen. Do I have any armor yet? Nope, I have to be like level 3 or something. I have to be a helicommodore, or a captain of war, or the other ranks. Super admiral. Yeah, this game has a fairly good sense of humor. It's not the hilarious thing in the world, but, you know, I'm a righteous commander right now. Ooh, and one more thing I enjoy. You can change your gender from male to female to trans to unknown. I am, of course, unknown. So that is Gimbal. I encourage everyone to take it. Whoa. It's sideways. I encourage everyone to take a look. It's a lot of fun. There's a fair amount of servers, and I'm sure that will only go up. Maybe it'll go down. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as we go. And for the rest of this match, I will just keep shooting some spaceships until I get bored, and maybe talk about it. I don't know. Maybe this thing will load. I joined a player server, which is... Nope. This is just some guy sitting in his computer. If I hit the create game right now, it's at one of these up. So, oh, and it's on Steam Greenlight as of saying it right now. So if you search Steam Greenlight for Gimbal, you'll find it. And actually, as you notice, there are more than just carrier things. There's all sorts of weird game modes and air density and collision damage. Oh, by the way, this game has a lot of awesome settings. You can change your HUD color. You can set whatever screen resolution you want. You can change all these things, and then there's all these things you can change. So this is definitely a fantastic sort of PC game. This is not one of those stupid console ports. Nothing like that. Good stuff. So, highly recommend it. And it's made by 8888888 Labs, so how can you not love it?